Hello everyone. In this video we're going to look at the information that's found in Chapter 3, Section 3.5 of your textbook that deals with dividing decimals. So there are different types of decimals that we divide by, and I'm going to highlight the process for both of those. So in the first one, when we talk about having a whole number divisor, that looks like this problem right here. 25, the divisor, it's a whole number. So basically what we do with that, we're going to go ahead, we put our decimal point above the decimal point in the dividend, and then we just divide. So when we are dealing with a divisor that's a whole number, we deal with the decimal first. So we're going to go ahead and just put our decimal up here, and we're going to go ahead and divide. So 25 cannot go into 9, but 25 can go into 95 3 times. So 3 times 25 is 75. We subtract. We end up with 200, and we know that 25 goes into 200 8 times. So our answer then for this problem is 3,800. So we need to remember when we're dividing by a whole number, we go ahead and put the decimal in first. However, when we have a decimal as a divisor, we have to do something a little bit different. You cannot divide by a decimal. So that being said, we have to change that decimal into a whole number. So how do we do that? Basically, we're going to move that decimal in the divisor however many places we need to make it a whole number. Once we do that to the divisor, we have to go to the dividend and move that same number of places. Once we've done that, then we place our decimal and divide as usual. So let's look at this example right here. So let's say that we're dividing 2 and 2/10 by 4 and 4/10. So what we need to do is we have to go ahead, and because there's one place, we have to move it one place. And since we moved it one place here, we take the decimal, which is here, and we move it over here. So then now we know we're going to go ahead and put our decimal place above the second 4 because we moved it one place just like we did over here. It's very similar to fractions. What you do to one side, you have to do the other to keep it equal. So we go ahead, we do our division. We know that 22 goes into 44 2 times. So we go ahead and we subtract, and our answer is 2. But again, we need to make sure that we have the decimal point in the right place. And then finally, the last point that I want to make deals with when we're dealing with dividing by powers of 10. So basically when you do that, you're going to count the number of zeros that are in the divisor, and then you're going to move your decimal point in the dividend the same number of places. And this time, when we had multiplied, we went to the right. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the left. So if we go ahead and we look at this, we have 21 69/100 times 10. There's 1 0 here. So we're going to go ahead and move this decimal point one place. So our answer is 2.169 thousandths. But when we look here, if we're multiplying this by 100, we have to move our decimal point 2 places. So then our answer becomes 0.2169 10 thousandths. But then we have the thousandths, we have 3 zeros, we have to move this 3 places, 1, 2, 3. Because we don't have that many numbers, we go ahead and we add our 0 here. So our answer then becomes 2,169 100 thousandths. So in this video, we went ahead and we reviewed the different ways of dividing different types of decimals.